Innovative laboratory techniques for investigating mineral sequestration of supercritical CO2 in sandstone reservoirs. This important article is authored by the following scientists. Carbon dioxide is the main greenhouse gas GHG due to its abundance in the atmosphere. CO2 capture and geological storage CCS technologies contribute to mitigating the effects of climate change by reducing its concentration. This requires suitable environments such as deep saline aquifers, which offer great potential on an industrial scale in Spain. These must guarantee the tightness of CO2 and the technical feasibility of injection, being key to the trap mechanisms developed at depth. Porous and permeable sedimentary units, such as sandstones, are ideal for this purpose, although mineralogical reaction rates in them tend to be slow. This study presents the development of an ATAP high-temperature, high-pressure assay device designed to reproduce the mineral sequestration of supercritical CO2 SCCO2 in sandstone aquifers. Using computed tomography, changes in a rock saturated with brine and SCCO2 were observed for 2 months under controlled conditions up to 120 degrees Celsius and 500 bar. Porosity variations were measured with helium pycnometry and compared with previous studies. The results highlight the need to reduce sample size, incorporate mineralogical, geomechanical and chemical analysis, and adjust test times according to rock characteristics. In addition, the use of catalysts to accelerate CO2 carbonation reactions is proposed. Introduction. Carbon capture and sequestration CCS is a method used to reduce carbon dioxide CO2 emissions from the atmosphere, helping fight climate change. The process involves 3 main steps: capturing CO2 from sources like power plants, transporting it, and storing it deep underground. There are different ways to capture CO2, and the final step, storage, is done in safe geological formations such as empty oil and gas fields, deep coal layers, or deep saltwater aquifers. Among these, deep saline aquifers show the most promise, especially in countries like Spain. However, it's essential to choose storage sites carefully to make sure the CO2 stays trapped and doesn't leak. The properties of the underground rock and how it traps CO2 over time play a big role in the safety and success of the process. This research highlights the need for advanced technologies to ensure that CO2 storage is secure and effective in the long run. Conclusion. This study explores how carbon dioxide CO2 can be safely stored underground by turning it into stable minerals, a process called mineralization. Using specialized equipment called ATAP, researchers recreated the high-pressure, high-temperature conditions found deep underground to study how CO2 reacts with rock and salty water brine. They used imaging and chemical analysis techniques to observe changes in the rock, such as cracks or changes in minerals. Although some techniques didn't show clear changes in porosity pore spaces, they're useful in certain rock types like basalt. For a complete understanding, researchers recommend analyzing the rock before and after CO2 injection to track chemical and physical changes. These reactions can block the pores, slowing CO2 movement and helping trap it safely. Overall, this research helps us better understand how to store CO2 securely underground, reducing the risk of leaks and making long-term carbon storage more effective in fighting climate change. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel BP International to watch more videos in the fields of science, technology and medicine.